Hello YouTube, Shantotto's getting a BT+, and a nice dose of weapons grade copium. I thought about coming up with a rhyme for this intro, but I don't care. So in this video, before you pull on Shantotto's BT+, I'll go over a kit, give you some things to think about before you potentially use your limited resources. If you're new to the channel, I play both JP and Global. I use this knowledge and experience to inform others. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, helps me out. And while you're here, drop a like on the video, subscribe, notification bell. You can become a member for $1, get access to emotes, and guarantee I reply to your comments. Lastly, check out my weekly stream, the Ranting Hour, in the playlist. Just know that you're not allowed to stream actually copyrighted Dissidia streams. I was the original, so you have to credit me every time. Mine. Violence aside, actually no, they committed violence with what they did to Shantotto, but let's talk about her kit. Shantotto is confused. She does a lot of things. She is an elemental damage dealer and a debuffer. She has brave poisons and defense down, and she enables all element damage dealing. She's also got paralyzes on her LD. Her rework was pretty lightweight. Her generic Embrave from skill 1 got folded into her EX frame buff. She starts with this EX buff, so you don't have to worry about that Embrave up from her skill 1 anymore. But the damage on her skill 1 didn't get updated otherwise. And her skill 2 is now a double Brave plus HP attack. Still 80% splash at the end, so you're probably going to cap it since it's 2 HP attacks. Her LD boards got touched up as well. She now has debuff start, the 40% defense down along with a 10% Brave sap, poison not sap. She got an extra use of her LD for 4 total, and the LD attack is 100% AoE twice. Her overhead got 30% weakness damage up as well, which she'll always be hitting, and that's it. The big thing she got is BT+, and if you green her, she provides Dark Enchant to the party and further Brave damage cap up by 30% for a total of 50%. So she's similar to Kuja in that she's going to make you hit very hard with the Brave damage because she's already got that 100% weakness damage up at base. And before, only elemental characters could really only benefit from it, but now, because Shantotto is providing Dark Enchant, everyone can. Yay! Her calls are the same as before. LD call is nerfed. They got a slight buff since she has debuff start now, or a nerf depending on how you look at it, because she's guaranteed to take up those debuff slots, at least 2 when you use her LD call. So for my analysis, her strengths, y'all, I'm trying. Toto is good at doing a lot of brave damage, and with her BT+, she helps others do a lot of brave damage. The defense down she provides, 140% up in total, assuming the enemy has her paralyzed debuff active, and then all that weakness damage up. She plays nicely with other elemental damage dealers because she provides that one framed debuff that takes care of it all. Skill 2 and LD are better now that they don't just only have 1 HP attack, so her damage ceiling outside of her skill 1 is a bit higher. Her EX is still pathetic though, and her BT can enable some high brave damage shenanigans. I tried. Weaknesses. Well, where do I start? Like I said in the beginning of the video, Toto is just confused. At first she helped elemental damage dealers, but then everyone and their mom started enchanting and imperiling, so it wasn't a big deal. And she had decent damage in Cosmos on her skill 1, but she got crept anyways. And she finally got that next rework with her LD boards, and that didn't really do much for her. Her skill 1 damage jumped up, but still wasn't super impressive. And they brought her damage a little bit more up to par here, and with the BT+, she can help everyone do more brave damage, but it's the same problem I had with Kuja, in that brave damage up is becoming less and less important, especially into C90. The worst thing is that she can't even take advantage of her own Dark Imperil, because her hardest hitting move is her skill 1, and it's not even Dark, it's Arrow, Wind. And all her good skills are high turn rate, so she's gonna burn through that BT effect. And at least Kuja's enchant will stay up the whole battle, but Shantotto's will just fall off. I'm not even sure how they could fix her at this point. Her kit is all over the place. It has been since she started in the game. And even if she is capping her brave damage like crazy, 4 HP attack single target. Her high armor leans in the brave split. 2 HP attacks on skill 2 and LD, and 1 HP attack on the EX. Like, what is she there for, honestly? Like, she's a stun bot, maybe? Drop the stun and get her out of there? I don't know what to do with this kit. And I don't think the devs do either. I like to think this is just retribution from the universe of Mino playing MMOs and not being able to stop talking about them. She's a mess. Even Jagron can outdamage Toto with enough overflows and HP damage up, but Toto's pretty much dead on arrival, and let's see what they do with her 90. For teams, you want to run her with people who appreciate brave damage. If they're not already enchanting themselves and or the party, then Toto can fill that job while her BT is up. Maybe delay them so her LD debuff, the defense down, can stick, and then let other people go to town. But again, C90 around the corner, it's easier and easier to cap your brave, and you don't need all that defense down and brave damage up. But someone who needs their caps raised, then maybe like Saz or Pain, for example. I'm really reaching here. I could see her being useful on tier 7 because they get high defense at points, and she could drop that like crazy. And she could hit the Holy and Light Orb in Enacro's event. I'm really reaching. She's so confused. and so am I. My plans, this banner, it's got Waka on it, and I'm actually severely interested in Waka's LD just because if you have Camelot's LD, you can cheese Transcendence 10, which is really tricky, but I'd rather just pick that up on the Alphino LD banner. I already have all of Toto's kit, including her BT, and nope, not maxing, nuh-uh. She's pretty bad, like bottom 3 BT pluses along with Golbez and Onion Knight. This is an L, maybe I can free pull a Waka LD. Shout out to Blind Eye. If you want to hear my take on the fight, go check out my Machina before you pull video. So let's get into the conclusion. Before you pull Shantotto, this is from a meta perspective. If you're already gonna do what you gotta do, go ahead. No, there's Shantotto and FF11 simps out there. But for the general player base, Shantotto is a horrible idea. She's a mess. She gets memed on for a good reason. I would legit rather have a green Jagron. Maybe she'll have a glow up in 90, but invest in her 90 when her 90 gets here, right? Don't do it now. Looks like she's gonna be a last month of C90 era in JP as well. She's just too much of a mess, and the emphasis on Brave damage is why I'm a little harsher on stuff like that, just because it's really not necessary. And if it does become necessary, you can pick up a better unit. There's legit no reason I can think of for someone to max Shantotto's BT plus at this point. But I guess the one saving grace of Shantotto is that you won't have Berryton in your comments saying your runs were bad or you copy his stuff. Unless he runs her too, then you're screwed. So let's pray this insecure weirdo just shuts up. Because Lord knows he's the laughingstock of the community right now. Imagine harassing people just because they ran something similar to you, and then talking about your low turn counts when absolutely nobody on the planet asked. I don't think it's possible to touch enough grass to stop being that big of a loser. I think I had more to say about that idiot than Shantotto. That's all I got. Follow me on Twitter, _black_Nero. And like the video, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Shantotto. Couldn't even get to 8 minutes on this one. Oh well, it is what it is. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.